Well, greetings, loved ones. Hey, this is Barry Marino here. And today is August 31st, 2017. This is the 20th anniversary of the death of Diana, the Princess of Wales. The wife at the time, the first wife of Prince Charles of England, and the mother of Prince William and Prince Harry. So she was really a big deal in her day. She was all over the tabloid. She was one of the most popular celebrities in the world. And the marriage between her and Prince Charles, first of all, they had this lavish wedding. It was just, people got up at 5:30 in the morning to watch these two get married. Very storybook. But the marriage was not very good. Charles was still having an affair with a lady who, and I use that term loosely when I say lady, Camilla Parker Bowles, who is now his wife. He married her later. But anyway, eventually Charles and Diana divorced after having two children, Prince Harry and Prince William first, and then Prince Harry. Now, they had divorced in 1996, 1995, around that time. And 1997, Princess Diana was killed in an automobile accident. Now, everybody has this story of what they were doing on the day of a big historical event. You hear it a lot about the Kennedy assassination. Well, most people that are alive today were children when Kennedy was assassinated. Oh, they're very old now. But very few adults that are under, say, 60, 50, we really remember the Kennedy assassination. But Princess Diana was not that long ago, so a lot of people still have that story. I'm going to tell you mine. At the time I was driving the cab for United Cab here in New Orleans. It was Southern Decadence weekend, and I was sitting at the cab stand at the Richelieu Hotel in the French Quarter when the dispatcher came on the air and said, "We have some news about Princess Diana." Well, I'd known that she was dating that Dodi Fayad, the Mideastern guy, so I figured she married him. That's what that was all about. He said she was killed in an automobile crash, and I was like, it's one of those things that it didn't really hit at first. It didn't really sink in. I had to kind of wrap my mind around it and absorb it and process it. So I really couldn't work after hearing this because everybody loved Princess Diana. She was just this great lady that did also make good things for people. So I went on the road, and my partner at the time, Fred, worked at this bar in the Quarter, but he wasn't working. He was entertaining some guests, some friends of ours from out of town. So I went to the bar, and my friend Tommy, I told him, I said, "Tommy, Princess Diana's dead." He said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "She was killed in a wreck." So we didn't have smartphones at that time the way we can check information just right away now. But Tommy did have a computer at the bar, and he went in the office to check out on it, and sure enough got online and found out it was dead, and he started crying. And me, I was still stunned. So Fred and Jimmy, his friend from out of town, came in. And I said, "Fred, Princess Diana's dead." And he says, "Oh my God." And we told him everything that happened. So I remember all the hoopla after that. Oh, it was a big old media circus, the whole thing. And the thing about it is that the Queen didn't even acknowledge it because her and Charles were divorced, so I guess it was against the protocol of the crown or whatever. But, this was 1997, not 1864. And it probably would have been better for the Queen to say something. And eventually she did. And then I didn't really cry until the funeral. The funeral was broadcast on television. And Elton John wrote a special version of his hit Candle in the Wind, a song he had written for Marilyn Monroe. We wrote a special version of it for Princess Diana. And when he started singing it, I started bawling like a baby. I cried. And all I could think about for a long time was this bright, vivacious woman was no longer here. Was that these two young kids, Prince William was only 15, Prince Harry was what, 12, 13, something like that. They no longer had a mother. And the mother adored him. She was a wonderful mother. And that really did upset me. I really didn't like that. And I talked to my mom. My mom cried. She said she was watching it. She used to always have her news, her cable. She loved CNN, and she always had it on. And she said she just happened to be reading something, and she looked up and it said the birth of a princess. And she thought that the headline was talking about maybe some princess of some obscure country somewhere, a Scandinavian country. She said, but when she saw it was Princess Diana, she said that she was shocked. She couldn't even think straight after that. And it was like for a short while, the whole world was in mourning. Everybody was talking about it. Everybody was talking about her. Every development they had about the funeral, they did give her quite the set off, a royal set off, and she was very, very well loved and very, very, very revered. And it's a shame because she's got two beautiful grandchildren now that she never met, and her son's married to a very beautiful young lady who she also never met. So that's what I was doing on the day that Princess Diana died, and I'm still getting a little choked up thinking about it. This is 20 years later, and I'm still sometimes feel like I'm in mourning. But anyway, I'm going to be back maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. It's Southern Decadence again this weekend. And I'm not really going to be in it much. I might Uber drive, but I'm not really going to I'm not going out in it or anything. So I'll probably, but I probably will come back on and make another video. Talk to you guys some more. I really had fun with that first video about Norma Wallace, the last one. And this one was pretty fun too, even though if it was a little bit on a sadder note. So, okay, you guys have a good day, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.